if you're a big fan of Walking Dead, or you're a big fan of the apocalypse event like zombies, then today's session is totally for you. Welcome to Dead of Winter, a crossroad game from Playhead Games. What's a crossroad? The Crossroad is a game series from the Playhead Games that tests a group of survivor ability to work together and stay alive while facing crisis and challenge from both outside and inside. What do you mean by crisis and challenge? Well, the outside factors will be like the crisis, the environmental crisis, or the one-time event, while the inside factor will be the betrayal or the teammate, whatever, depends on the situation. So in Dead of Winter, we are the survivors and we're trying to survive a hazardous winter in the aftermath of the zombie apocalypse. We will start at the colony, and at the colony we will have an objective we will try to complete. Each game there will be different objective, and each objective it will tell us how to set up and how to win the game. Also, for each round there will be a different crisis and we have to resolve the crisis. If we fail, there will be a penalty for losing the crisis. Also, in the game there's a colony board, as you can see, where we start everything, and beside that we have 6 different non-colony locations. We have the police station, we have the grocery store, the school, the library, the hospital, and the gas stations. Let's talk about the a bit more components. The game has a lot of different components. Like I said, a lot. As you can see, it has zombies, because the game a zombie game cannot complete without a zombie, right? The barricade token, the food token, the wound token, or on the other side will be the frostbite token. And a zombie game cannot be completed with hero card. So each hero they have different power and different value as well. Also, these are called action dice, exposure dice, depends on what you roll. And of course, the items card. And we will talk all about it soon enough. But anyways, let's go to what is the game about. So in the game, the player will start the game with a player turn phase and a colony phase. In the player turn phase, we will review the crisis, and everyone will roll the action dice. If you have 2 survivors, then you roll 3 action dice. If you have 3 survivors, then you roll 4 action dice. Basically, you get 1 dice for every survivor you have, and an extra dice for yourself. And let's dive into the player turns. In the player turns, you need to use dice. There are a lot of actions. These are the actions require using dice. So the first action that you can do is attack. When you attack, you can attack the zombie or attack other people. If you attack the zombie, then you have to roll this dice. If it depends on the value of the dice, you will resolve the outcome. Next, or you can attack the survivor to get the items. The second action you can do is you go to the location and you search for that location. Depends on the location where you search, you can find very valuable items that beneficial for you or the team. For instance, police station, if you're looking for a weapon, police station is the place to go. Food, grocery store, school, you will find food, but also like you will find knowledge like blueprints. Library, mostly blueprint. Hospital, medicine. Gas station, of course, gas and food, and also weapon too. Also, when you go to these non-colony locations, you have the chance to find more survivor, to add more people into your team. You can also spend a dice to build a barricade to prevent a zombie to go into the colony or any other non-colony locations. You can do the clean the waste pile right here. Clean waste means that you spend one action die and remove the top 3 cards from the waste pile from the game. Attract means that you spend a die to move 2 zombies from any location to an empty entrance at another locations that the survivor specifies. Or you can use the dice to perform the ability from the player itself. For instance, we have Forest Plum. At the beginning of the turn, you may remove Forest from the game to raise morale by 1, because he's a more setter. Aww. That's cute. Some actions that do not require action dice, including play a card, add a card to the crisis. For instance, this crisis it requires the number of food equal to non-Excel players. So we have 2 people. So we have to contribute 2 food in here from the food card item. So this is the food card I'm talking about. This is 1 food, you put it in. And this is another food, you also put it in. That's it. Or you can move a survivor. Moving survivor from one location to another location doesn't require any dice. You can spend a food token to increase any unused action dice by 1 value. You can request the item cards from other players because you desperately need help. You can hand off an item to other players. Or, the most important thing, you can vote to exile other players. Also, that's it for the player's turn. And then, one more important thing is at the beginning of each player turn, we will draw a crossroad card. Crossroad card is an event card. It will affect the players during that turn. And then we go to the colony phase. In the colony phase, we'll pay the food. Basically, we'll remove 1 food token from the supply for every 2 survivors in the colony. So right now we only have 1 survivor in the colony, we're safe. But if we have 2 survivors in there, for instance, if a Sparky goes here, then we have to remove 1 food. We check the waste. If we have more than 10 in the waste pile, morale decreased by 1. We resolve the crisis. When we add more zombies, in the colony we add 1 zombie for every 2 survivor. But in other location, the ratio will be 1-to-1. And we check the main objective. And that's it for the game. That is a lot of rules and a lot of things to talk about in this game. Whew. One thing that I like about this game is it is very thematic. As you can see, they have a lot of different things going on in here. You can have to kill the zombie, you have to survive the winter, and you have to survive the crisis. Like there's so many things going on in this game. And it is exactly what the players are looking for in the game. Because during the apocalypse, especially with zombie, there will be the demand for food, the demand for gas, and there will be the demand for heat, and it's also the winter as well. So basically we have to keep everyone survive, and every survivor, they have their own ability to make sure the group stay alive together. But the best part about this game is everyone, even though all the players have the same objective, everyone has their own secret objective. Each secret objective makes the game way more better. This method is called meta-cooperative psychological survival game. Meta-cooperative psychological survival game means that everyone has to work together to win the common game first, and then if they want to win the game, then they have to solve secret. Some of the secret has a betrayal secret, which is even better. Like, you are greedy, you somehow you become greedy, you want to survive yourself, you don't want to share with other people, then you betray them and you will win the game. You have a different strategy because you win if the morale is 0. Also, whenever the morale go back to 0, you lose the game. That's why I really like this game, because first of all, they have a lot of good components. It's thematic, and another thing I like about it is at the non-colony locations, because they have the chance for you to find what you need there. Like, if you're looking for food, school will be the best place to go, or even grocery store that has the highest possibility over there. But if for some reason, if you want to be the betrayal, and if you want to raise the suspect, you go to different area. Like, you go to police station because you can shoot someone else with the weapon that you just find. So many things in this game. One problem is this game is a little bit heavy for new board gamers, or I can say it's very complicated because there's so many different rules. There's so many tedious, small, tiny details about attacking people, rolling, expose the dice, attacking zombies, things that I can keep going on. However, if you're a big fan of the games, if you're a big fan of Walking Dead, if you're a big fan of zombies, apocalypse, I would totally recommend this game for you. It will worth your time. And of course, you can also test your friend trust. You can test your best friends, or you can also test your bridesmaid, groomsmen, to see if you guys can survive together in the winter or not. Well, I hope you enjoyed this long session. It is Dead of Winter from Playhead Games for you. Hope you enjoy it. Bye.